Hello, everybody. Welcome to MenoMusings. My name is Mary Howard Leppo, and I am an integrative nutrition, perimenopausal, and menopause coach. I also teach yoga and Pilates. And today, I wanted to share with you 5 tips to help navigate through the holidays. We all go through them, regardless of what our personal beliefs are. And so I wanted to go over a few that I have found that have worked really well with some of my clients. I'd like to share them with you. So, number one, chew your food. And this is actually good advice to do all year, not just during the holidays, but chew your food. Take the time to chew your food. When you chew your food, you are helping your stomach do its job. So, that can really help with some gut issues if you have those. Sometimes we have those around the holidays because we're not eating the way that we normally do, or the stress or what have you. So taking the time to chew your food will really help with that. In addition, when you're taking the time to chew your food, it's a little bit more mindful. So you're not shoveling it in mindlessly. And when you chew your food, you're taking that time, you're less likely to overeat. So chew your food. That's tip number one. Tip number two, prioritize protein and greens as much as you can. And the reason for that is because we all need proteins, we all need the greens, help us with the hormone balancing, but the protein will help you feel full. So, again, that's going to help keep you hopefully from overindulging, overeating, which we all tend to do a little bit during the holidays. Protein also helps with alcohol absorption. I'll talk about that in a moment. So, you're if you have a tendency to kind of overdo it, whatever, drink too much, having that protein really helps. And then, of course, your greens, just making sure you're getting that good nutrition in there when there are a lot of yummy, non nutritious foods that are out there this time of year. So, prioritize your protein, prioritize your greens. Now, number three, careful with your alcohol. So, you want to make sure that you're drinking a lot of water with your alcohol. That will certainly help with after effects, help keep you hydrated, help lessen the risk of hangovers and that sort of thing. As I've said in some previous videos, watch when you stop drinking, or in some cases, start drinking alcohol. I don't like to drink after 7 o'clock, no matter what, but I have an earlier bedtime. I try to be in bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock. So if that's not kind of what your schedule is, try to stop drinking alcohol within 2 to 3 hours of your bedtime. Drink lots of water with that. And again, prioritize that protein. It will help slow some of that alcohol absorption, and it will help the after effects of that alcohol not be as severe, and can again limit the likelihood of having a hot flash, or at least its severity. So you want to do that. Number four, prioritize movement. So any movement during this time will help, not just, for mind, body, spirit, but movement helps keep things moving, especially at a time of the year when, again, we're not eating, our normal healthy routine. We're maybe eating more things that we, maybe just eat on occasionally, but that occasionally tends to be all the time for about a couple of months here. So prioritize movement. A short walk is great. Make sure that you're doing that. And the last one is say no if you don't want to go. So I get invited to a lot of parties. I do not go to every party that I'm invited to because I just can't. Sometimes it's a time thing. And two, I just don't want to take up every single free minute I have being at a party. Despite what it may look like, sometimes I am a little bit on the introverted side sometimes. I don't like crowds. I tend to be more of a perimeter type person. And so being in the thick of it with a lot of people over a prolonged period of time is really mentally draining for me. And if I'm mentally drained, I'm also going to be physically drained because it just takes its toll. So say no if you don't want to go. If you would rather just, like me today, I'm in my favorite sweatshirt, my favorite sweatpants, just, cuddle up at home, do things around the house, just sit, on the couch, with a book or what have you, do that. If you have somebody that likes to show up to these parties or gatherings, family or otherwise, that you just don't really care for. They're just kind of like a energy vampire. They just, suck it all out of you or like what have you. Um, you're a grown ass woman. You do not have to go and be around that person. You can certainly say, no, I'm going to be in tonight or like what have you. You don't have to lie about it. Say like, no, I just don't, feel like being in the party today, or what have you. Totally okay. I had some family members at one time where I could tolerate them for small amounts, but not for hours on end. So I was very protective of that time. So be protective of your time, your mental, your physical energy. Set those boundaries, keep those boundaries. There is no shame or anything wrong with that. So, again, to recap, chew your food, prioritize your protein and your greens. Be careful with your alcohol. Drink lots of water. Eat well with that. Prioritize your movement. Keeps things moving. Good for mind, body, spirit. And again, say no if you don't want to go. Protect those boundaries. Protect yourself. I hope these were helpful for you. Drop me a line in the comment section. Share this with other people. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye-bye.